Yeah, listener, and I don't want to seem naive to the subject. I mean, I remember that meeting with the Klitschko brothers you put in your last comment. And what happened was Don King invited them over and he wanted to, take them over and promote them. And what he did, and the final straw for Vitali, from what I hear, is King got behind a piano and he said, "Watch how he can play a piano," or whatever. And he got there and he started playing this piano ostensibly. And Vitaly and Vladimir at first thought, "Wow, this is incredible. The guy's a great boxing promoter and he can also play classic piano." And then Vitaly peered over the top of the keys and he saw the piano was actually playing itself. And that's the problem with con men like King. They want to fool you. They don't want to just beat you. They want to fool you and then laugh and run away. How do I know that? Well, my father was a consummate con man, right? Like I wrote a book on that. My other book, not about combat sports, Greed and Fear of the Gladys Crime Family. My father didn't just want to rob you. He wanted to let you know after it was done that he robbed you and he was smarter than you and you're stupid. And that's what Don King was effectively doing with Vitaly and Vladimir. Now, there's a big difference. Look, everybody talks about street smart and stuff like that, but the reality is on the street, people get hustled all the time, right? But Vitaly and Vladimir were PhDs, and they used their college minds, and they said, is this smart? If this guy's lying about this, what else is he lying about? And they said no, and it effectively broke the stranglehold. I'm not going to say Don King wasn't a good promoter. Of course he was. He liked to talk, right? Like promoters talk and they blab, and that part of it he did really well. The part of it King didn't do really well is take care of his fighters and care for them. Now, look, I'm not naive. I know that there's a really tough part there. I had a friend in prison named was Tata Lloyd Lake, and he was really close to Suge Knight before Suge's demise. And Suge told him one time, because Tata wanted to be a rap manager, or whatever they are, producer. And Suge said, "You think artists are loyal, man? You better wake up, man. Artists will leave you in the dry in about 5 seconds for a better deal." And that's what Suge was saying. We all know how Suge treated his artists, right? Like, physically and whatnot. And for Don King, like, is any boxer going to give a shit? Like, leaving King for more money and, like, see you later. So, like, we're in this life game, for ourselves, right? Like, we're playing that game. And it's a very hard deal to be there for everybody, right? Like, Dana White gets, "Oh, look at fighter pay and you make so much money." Well, is any fighter going to really care and help Dana up, right? Like, when it's all over. And the answer is no. And this is just the human condition we're in. I don't know what to say about it. That having been said, what Don King did was destroy the entire sport, with the way he treated it, because he could make anybody champion, right? Like, and that's explains all those fat, out of shape 80s heavyweights that actually some had talent. But yeah, it is what it is, listener. We're not going to change human behavior here. But that's really what both of my books are about, because if you look at it, people act the way they're going to act, and there's nothing you can do to change it. Everybody, read my book, Warrior of the Light.